Some hotels and resort operators may not be able to renew their regulations because they have not been authorized by the EPA. Those that are reluctant to get authorized under the EPA Act will be taken to court. That's according to Senior Environmental Officer of the EPA, Candace Thomas. However, because the judicial system is crowded and there is a lack of knowledge of the need for authorization, the EPA has launched a sensitization program countrywide.
Our goal is not ultimately to take everybody to court. Our goal is to ensure that you do what you're supposed to do ultimately. But of course, for those who are not compliant, and there's some people who don't want to, you will have to enforce in that regard.
The agency is working to ensure that those entities are fully aware of the required regulations.
We are empowered on under the Environmental Protection Act to actually enforce against defaulters of certain practices. However, we have recognized too that given the dynamics of Guyana's environment and the environment, the work of the Environmental Protection Agency needs to be a lot more visible first. In most cases, what we would have found, not that some persons, yes, some persons definitely don't want to get into an orderly system, but we've also found that some persons are genuinely not aware that they would need an environmental authorization for some operation.
On Monday, the EPA began its first in a series of engagements with operators in those two entities in Region 6. The EPA has planned similar engagements for all 10 administrative regions so that operators can be aware of the need to be authorized by the EPA. Thompson says the EPA is hoping that those that are not authorized will initiate the process and complete it, and those that are authorized are adhering to their permit conditions.
When we move towards enforcement, we don't have much of the deals where persons indicate that they were never aware that they require environmental authorization.
Meanwhile, focus is also being placed on other sectors based on complaints and the level of environmental risk. Among those sectors are forestry, gas stations, spray painting entities, and mechanical operation facilities.
But the ultimate goal is to ensure that these entities are authorized, because with authorizations come specific permit conditions that will enable them to support Guyana's green developmental path.